All the major pressers from E3 2017 are now in the books. We saw a bunch of stuff we liked, a bunch of stuff we didn't like, and some really long press conferences. But what was the general consensus around things to hate from this year's E3 2017? Bethesda Creation Club. So paid mods are kind of back, and they're coming to Fallout 4 and Skyrim. The weird thing is that the Bethesda Creation Club isn't just all mods are now subject to payment. As per Bethesda, developers will be working with external partners and external creators to bring new content to the Creation Club for these games. Whatever's produced within the program is, as per Bethesda, approved, curated, and taken through the full internal dev cycle, including localization, polishing, and testing. Both mods and developers will be paid for their efforts. In essence, this basically sounds like Bethesda will be curating certain mods from certain creators and offering them for money. To everyone else, however, it sounds like the publisher is trying to milk its mod creators and fans for cash. It's already been made clear that past mods cannot be on the Creation Club, so they'll remain free. What about mods that want to remain free afterwards? Is that just Bethesda creating curated content with the help of modders and paying them for their efforts? It's hard to say at this point, and honestly, given the whole paid mods fiasco on Steam, we can't fault people for going crazy with seething, frothing hatred over the whole ordeal. Milking Skyrim. One thing we can't nearly as much fault people over is accusing Bethesda of milking Skyrim, re-releasing it again for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation VR. Now, if you're a fan of Skyrim and think this is all great, then hey, I'm with you. I think it's amazing that you can now experience Skyrim with your own two virtual hands in VR. Furthermore, it's awesome having Skyrim on the go with a Nintendo Switch. It's a testament to the power of the platform, and if successful, maybe more third-party publishers will think of porting their games to the Switch. And hey, developers re-release games all the time. How many times has Resident Evil 4 been re-released with some bells and whistles in its lifetime? On the other hand, people expected more from Bethesda at E3. They didn't quite expect the Elder Scrolls 6, and we did get 3 awesome announcements in The Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein the New Colossus, and Dishonored Death of the Outsider. But people wanted to see something new from Bethesda Game Studios. They wanted something fresh. They wanted their next big open-world adventure. And when they don't get it, they latch on the whole Bethesda is milking Skyrim. This will subside at some point, but oh boy is it sensible, chuckle-inducing to watch. Xbox One X price. Let's be real, the name Xbox One X is pretty dumb. Microsoft unveiled all the specs of the Xbox One X before, and revealed that it would have an Ultra HD Blu-ray player at E3 2017. Free 4K updates for Xbox One titles, original Xbox backwards compatibility, older games having improved performance on the Xbox One X. Honestly, in terms of power, this looks like a really good package. Of course, the price was always going to be a problem, and while there hasn't been blind hate for the $500 tag, it's not been favorably met either. The reasoning isn't that Microsoft isn't justifying the price with all that power, rather people feel that there aren't enough games, exclusives if you will, to actually motivate the desire to play them on Xbox One. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, The Last Night, Forza Motorsport 7, Sea of Thieves, and so on look great, but would you really want to drop $500 to play them, especially if you don't own a 4K TV? It feels like Sony offered all these reasons to pick up a PS4 Pro at E3, while also reassuring players that it wasn't necessary. Meanwhile, Microsoft offers a premium console that looks appealing but doesn't have too many reasons, aside from probably BioWare's Anthem, to actually require it. Destiny 2 PS4 exclusive content. This again. It's nice and all that Activision and Sony have a marketing agreement and the PS4 gets exclusive DLC content, betas, and so on early. Whatever, that's how such deals work. But when you offered timed DLC content and keep it that way for a full year after release, Bungie received a ton of hate for that with Destiny, and it's repeating the same process with Destiny 2. While I somehow doubt that Destiny 2 will be as disappointing or short on content at launch like Destiny was, it's still a shame to see content being carved out like this. It's also worth noting that it can remain exclusive to PS4 until at least fall 2018. To clarify, that means it could stay off of Xbox One and PC even longer. Remember how Bungie promised the Taken King content in fall 2016? Xbox One and Xbox 360 players are still waiting for it, because it's all about the cha-ching cha-ching. And hey, when Xbox boss Phil Spencer is calling out this crappy practice, you know it's just annoying at this point. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.